The video shows the suspect facing the most serious charges in the alleged hazing death of Caleb Wilson walking out of jail. Another suspect is now in custody. Good evening, I'm John Snell.
And I'm Meg Gatto. Kyle Thurman now joins Caleb McRae in facing hazing charges. A new law passed in 2018 upgrades hazing from a misdemeanor to a felony.
And as Maddie Kurth breaks down the case, even harsher penalties could be coming.
Police say Caleb Wilson was the victim of an off-campus fraternity ritual where pledges were punched in the chest with boxing gloves. But it's what police allege these suspects did after the blows that could land them in even more trouble.
Nearly 2 weeks since Caleb Wilson was killed in an alleged fraternity hazing. And Monday night, police have another student in custody.
A simple punch is usually a misdemeanor, but if that misdemeanor leads to a death, then it turns into manslaughter, and you can get up to 40 years in jail.
That's the case for Caleb McRae, arrested last week. He posted his $100,000 bail late Friday night. Monday, U.S. Marshals descended on this house in Port Allen, where they took the second student, Kyle Thurman, into custody.
Some of them have theoretically dominion and control over the other ones, and that's where you get the problems.
This hurts me to the core.
Steve Groover hoped that hazing would stop after his son's passing in 2017. Max Groover died with a blood alcohol content 6 times the legal limit after LSU Phi Delta Theta pledges were forced to chug 190 proof liquor. The case made national news.
If in fact, it turns out that this crime precipitated from hazing, it just blows me away.
State lawmakers passed the Max Groover Act the next year, upgrading hazing from a misdemeanor to now a felony.
The message hasn't been heard by all these kids, and it's a sad situation.
He was always at my house, or my son was at his house, so just missing the closeness of our families.
Southern University will host a visitation and candlelight vigil on campus Friday. And on Saturday morning at 10, Reverend Mitchell Stevens will host a funeral service at Pilgrim Baptist Church in Kenner. Meanwhile, police are still looking for that third suspect student, Isaiah Smith.
Especially in a situation like this, it's all going to come out. And I would suggest that you turn yourself in, because if you don't, you're probably looking at bigger, more serious, and more inflamed charges.
So Southern University issued a new statement today. It says Omega Psi Phi received a cease and desist order immediately after the school learned of the allegations. And all campus Greek organizations are forbidden from taking in new members through at least the remainder of the school year. John, back to you.
Maddie, Southern's campus will host a visitation and candlelight vigil Friday. The school has not determined an exact time. The funeral service will be held Saturday morning at 10 in Kenner at the Pilgrim Baptist Church.